Hi everybody. Today I'm going to discuss about 6 types of thinking skills based on Bloom's critical thinking taxonomy. So we have been discussing about the critical thinking skills. So how do we develop those critical thinking skills? Because they're all based on how we think. So these thinking which has been born with us, which is we have been habituated with a normal way of thinking, how are we going to convert that or transform ourselves into critical thinker? The first skill I'm going to discuss here is the remembering skills. Remembering skill is the brain's ability to remember, identify, and interpret what it sees and what it hears. So, remembering skills are recalling, memorizing, retrieving, and repeating. These four information from your brain, whenever needed, is a unique aspect of this thinking skill. So, recalling, memorizing, retrieving, and repeating information from your brain, whenever needed, is the unique aspect of this remembering skills. Second one is interpreting skill. The second stage of thinking is interpreting. So, what is your mind becomes curious and it will ask questions. If you see a small child, the child will start asking a lot of questions, but we will not have patience to answer to all the questions. So, but as a critical thinker, in order to improve your thinking skills, you need to ask a lot of questions. So we should not stop the inquisitiveness of the child, and we need to imbibe those inquisitive skills which we were having when we were children. And your mind becomes curious when you want to know something, you ask questions. So curious and ask questions like, what is it? Why is it like that? Who put it here? Where did it come from? So this type of questions uh, creates curiosity, or because of the curiosity you ask these questions. And the third one is application or implementation skills. First, say to yourself what you would be and then do what you have to do. So, implementing skill is about what you have to do and what has to be done. So, this is what is the implementation skill. So, first, remembering skill, you have collected a lot of information and you have recalled, and then you have been asking inquisitive questions, and then again you're collecting a lot of understanding about the particular data, and then you're just implementing this implementing skill is nothing but what you have to do with the information and what has to be done. So that is what is the inquisitive thing, and then the implementation. So by the knowledge and the resources you have, you solve the problem. So that is what is required. And then the analyzing and scrutinizing skill. So systematically and logically, you break the problem elements at this level and you disengage irrelevancies, because you would have collected a lot of information, and you personally you will have certain assumptions in your mind or prejudices, and you will be having some biases in your mind. So this is the stage when you're analyzing and scrutinizing systematically and logically, you break the problem elements at this level and you disengage the irrelevancies. And then comes the analyzing, scrutinizing skills. You differentiate, you compare, you examine, categorize, and experiment your problem scenario. So this is the very, very important stage where you differentiate, you compare, examine, categorize, and experiment your problem scenarios. And then comes the judgmental skills. So this is very essential, because in order to finally end up with a solution, you will be having a lot of ideas in your mind. So finally you need to find one solution for your problem. So here you are going to judge. So the judgmental skill is very essential, where you draw conclusions based on the facts and data. So you would have collected a lot of informations and data, and you are going to check whether the data is a fact. Is it an assumption or a prediction, or a real fact. So that is very, very essential, and you justify your standpoint in this stage. And to justify, you assess, support, evaluate, find credibility to your solutions and communicate to people. So whatever we do, it should be credible, and then it will be communicated to people. And evaluation and judging is a crucial thinking skill. So the evaluation of whether the facts are true or not is very, very essential. And finally, judging what is the best thing, and among the information or data and understanding the facts, you're making a judgment there. So that itself is a crucial thinking skill. And then the creative skills, the creativity is the higher order thinking skills different from others. So we, as I said, we all have a normal way of looking at things, and when you have developed the creativity, how to think in a different way, how to make it in a different way, how to look at it from a different perspective. So this thought, how to make it much more better. So this is what is called as creativity. So this creativity is the higher order thinking skills, which is different from others. How we are different from others? Because we are creative, and we can combine it to with other thinking skills, or we can use it independently. So we have a lot of other thinking skills. So creativity can also be combined with all others, and it can be used individually also. So the conclusion is the above are the six major categories of thinking skills we see, and are based on Bloom's taxonomy of critical thinking. So this is very, very essential. As we have seen, the first one, remembering skills, and then the interpreting skill, then application and implementing skill, and then the analyzing and scrutinizing skill, and then the judgmental skill. And evaluation and judgment, as I said, is very, very crucial. And then the final thing is the creative skills. So all these skills are very essential for a critical thinker. And develop your higher order thinking skills, and be creative, and also think critically. Stay blessed.